Welcome behind the scenes here at the Homestretch. Thanks for tuning in. I'll be coming out here in just a minute, but while you're waiting, don't forget to click subscribe down at the bottom right below the video here so that you can stay up to date on any new videos that are being posted, and turn on notifications that'll keep notifying you every time something new comes out. Also, while you're waiting, go ahead and go over to my Facebook page and click like on that so you can stay up to date on all the shows and everything else that's coming up. Stick around though, I'll be coming out real soon.
Robin Hood and Little John are running through the forest, laughing back and forth at what the other has to say. Reminiscing this and that and having such a good time. Oodalali, golly, what a day. Never ever thinking there was danger in the water they were drinking, they just guzzled it down. Never dreaming that a scheming sheriff and his posse was watching them and gathering around. Robin Hood and Little John are running through the forest, jumping fences, dodging trees, and trying to get away. And contemplating nothing but escape and finally making it. Oodalali, golly, what a day. Oodalali, golly, what a day. Look for the bare necessities, the simple bare necessities. Forget about your worries and your strife. I mean the bare necessities, or Mother Nature's recipes that bring the bare necessities alive. Wherever I wander, wherever I roam, I couldn't be fonder of my big home. The bees are buzzing in the trees to make some honey just for me. When you look under the rocks and plants and take a glance at the fancy ants, then maybe try a few. The bare necessities of life will come to you. They'll come to you. Look for the bare necessities, the simple bare necessities. Forget about your worries and your strife. I mean the bare necessities, or Mother Nature's recipes that bring the bare necessities of life. So try and relax, yeah, in my backyard. If you act like that bee acts, you're working too hard. Don't spend your time just looking around for something you want that can't be found. When you find out you can live without it and go along not thinking about it, I'll tell you something true. The bare necessities of life will come to you. They'll come to you. They'll come to you. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious. If you say it loud enough, you'll always sound precocious. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Diddle-diddle-diddle, diddle-I, diddle-diddle-diddle, diddle-I, diddle-diddle-diddle, diddle-diddle-diddle, diddle. Because I was afraid to speak when I was just a lad. Me father gave me nose a tweak and told me I was bad. But then one day I learned a word that saved me aching nose. The biggest word you ever heard, and this is how it goes. Oh, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious. If you say it loud enough, you'll always sound precocious. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Diddle-diddle-diddle, diddle-I, diddle-diddle-diddle, diddle-I. He traveled all around the world, and everywhere he went, He'd use this word and all would say, there goes a clever gent. When dukes and maharajas come to pass the time with me, I'd say my special word and then they'd ask me out to tea. Oh, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious, if you say it loud enough, you'll always sound precocious. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Diddle-diddle-diddle, diddle-I, diddle-diddle-diddle, diddle-I. You know you can say it backwards, which is Laally. But that's going a bit too far, don't you think? Indubitably. So when the cat has got your tongue, there's no need for dismay. Just summon up this word and then you've got a lot to say. But better use it carefully or it could change your life. One night I said it to me girl, and now me girl's me wife. She's supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. 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 Thank you very much and good evening. This is the Homestretch with Mike Bechina, broadcasting live from MYKandy Studio here in Overland Park, Kansas. It is Disney night tonight, so we got a lot of extra songs because they're really short songs, because Disney likes to make them short. Like our first song there from 1973 by Roger Miller, actually. He wrote a lot of the music for the movie Robin Hood and performed it. He actually was the rooster in that movie. So if you know the movie very well, good old Roger Miller, you know, trailer for sale, the rent. He sang a lot of the stuff for Robin Hood. I know, my daughter agrees too. So the first song was Laally from Robin Hood from 1973, and then I followed that up with the Bare Neccessities from the Jungle Book, which was actually the very last film that Walt Disney was a part of before he died, back in 1967. And the dance portion from the Jungle Book was actually reused in Robin Hood when they're doing the phony King of England. So if you know both movies, they kind of share the same dance portions. They also, in Robin Hood, they also mixed in some Aristocats scenes and Snow White for reusing all that stuff. So thank you. And then the last song there was from 1964, was Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious from the movie Mary Poppins. My next song here, we're going to skip ahead a long time. So we were 1964, now we're going to go to 2017. I know, really skipping ahead a long time. And it's from a movie called Coco. And so what's happening in this movie, just kind of set the scene a little bit, is, spoiler alert. So if you're listening, you'll get to the middle of the movie at this point. So Hector, who's a skeleton in heaven or wherever they're at, I don't know exactly where they're at this point, but Hector's trying to find a guitar for little Miguel, and he has a friend that has a guitar, and he's like, hey, I need to borrow your guitar. And the guy's like, every time you borrow something, you don't bring it back. Like, where's my femur? And it's pretty awesome if you go and watch it. But this particular song is a song that supposedly Hector wrote, and it's a song called Everyone Knows Juanita. And there's a part in the middle where he changes a lyric because there are children present. And so I challenge all of you guys to try to figure out what that lyric should be, what you think the original lyric would have been. There's no right or wrong answer because nobody knows, because it's a made-up song for the movie. So let's see if you can figure out what you think the lyric should have been. Well, everyone knows Juanita. Her eyes each a different color. Her teeth stick out and her chin goes in. And her knuckles, they drag on the floor. There are children present. Her hair is like a briar. She stands in a bow-legged stance. And if I weren't so ugly, she'd possibly give me a chance. So there's Everyone Knows Juanita. So the line, if you were trying to hear it and trying to figure it out, so it's, well, no, she was supposed to. So Katie gave it away. She said those aren't the words. Those are the spot where it's at. So it's Everyone Knows Juanita. Her eyes each a different color. Her teeth stick out and her chin goes in. And then here's the line they changed. And her knuckles, they drag on the floor. What do you think is actually dragging on the floor? Put it in the chat. See if we can find out. I have a guess, but I'm not going to give out my guess yet. We'll talk about it before the next song. Put it in the chat, and we'll get all that happening. So we are live here Thursday night, 7:15 Central Time. Remember, this is a Disney-themed one, so keep it Disney-themed, people. Right, next week we can change the kid-rated version of it or whatever, but for right now, it's Disney, people. Come on. Get your mind out of the gutter. So this next song is from 1995, from one of the best little sagas of animated movies ever. The saga is Toy Story. And this is like the main theme for all of the movies. A song called You've Got a Friend in Me. It goes like this. You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. When the road looks rough ahead and you're miles and miles from your nice warm bed, you just remember what your old pal said. Boy, you've got a friend in me. Yeah, you got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. You've got a friend in me. You've got troubles, I got them too. There isn't anything I wouldn't do for you. We stick together, we can see it through. 'Cause you've got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. Some other folks might be a little smarter than I am, bigger and stronger too, maybe, but none of them will ever love you the way I do. It's me and you, boy, and as the years go by, our friendship will never die. You're gonna see it's our destiny. You got a friend in me. You've got a friend in me. You've got a friend in me. Thank you from 1995. You've Got a Friend in Me, originally sung by Randy Newman for the movie. If you got requests, you got themes, leave them down in the comments. I like to try to get what you want, not what I want, but if you make it what I want, then I guess I get to do what I want. If you want to be an audience member, send me a message. We got a couple of first-timers here tonight. So, hopefully they're enjoying themselves. Cheers. So this next song and final song is, we're jumping back again to 2017, so it's another newer one. This song is from The Greatest Showman. So we're going to where it's completely 100% not animated, although I'm sure there's still some studio-done art stuff and everything else, but at least there's no actual like hand-drawn or computer stuff that way. That's true. Zendaya is amazing. So this is the second song, I believe, in the movie, and it's one of my favorite. If you look up the actual album, they have a reimagined version of it, which is a bunch of pop, like current people, like famous people doing all the songs the way that they want it. And this song, Pink actually does it, and her version is really awesome. If you haven't heard it, check it out because it's amazing, and that's kind of what I base this off of. So I'm going to try to bring out my inner Pink. Here we go. I close my eyes and I can see a world that's waiting up for me that I call my own. Through the dark through the door, through where no one's been before, but it feels like home. They can say it all sounds crazy. They can say we've lost our mind. I don't care, so call me crazy. We can live in a world that we design. 'Cause every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. Oh, a million dreams for the world we're gonna make. There's a house we can build. Every room inside is filled with things from far away. Special things I compile, each one there to make you smile on a rainy day. You can say it all sounds crazy. They can say we've lost our mind. See, I don't care if they call us crazy. We can live in a world that we design. 'Cause every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. Oh, a million dreams for the world we're gonna make. You make me think, however small, let me be part of it all. Share your dreams with me. You may be right, I may be wrong, but say that you'll bring me along to the world I see, to the world I close my eyes to see. I close my eyes to see. 'Cause every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. Oh, a million dreams for the world we're gonna make. For the world we're gonna make. Thank you very much. This is the Homestretch with Mike Bechina, broadcasting live from MYKandy Studio right here in Overland Park, Kansas. Click subscribe, turn on notifications. I'm taking next week off because we got a wedding that we got to attend. My wife's sister, so my sister-in-law is getting married, so canceling this show for next week. But we'll be back Thursday, October 22nd, and fittingly, we're going to have the theme be wedding. So be ready for that. It's almost Friday, everyone. Welcome to the Homestretch. We'll see you next week.